Come along with me while I plan for the first couple weeks of the new school year as a daycare provider to up to 10 kids in my home. Hey guys, Sarah here from Work Life Glue, where we glue work and life together one piece at a time to try to make a puzzle that is beautiful and happy and joyful. I am the mom to two little girls, Celia and Bryony, and I am a childcare provider in our home to up to 10 kids. Right now I have 8, and today I'm going to be planning for my first couple weeks of the 2018 to 2019 school year. I use the Funshine Express Fireflies curriculum in my daycare, and I'm so excited because I'm making some changes to how I plan, to how I use the curriculum, and I just thought it would be fun to take you guys along while I plan. I recently did an unboxing video of the new curriculum for this year. I will leave a link to that below. And I have also done a review of Funshine Express if you're interested. Now, if you see this stuff and you want to try it out, you can receive $30 off your first order if you are a new customer by calling the number below. And you can also go to the website to see more information, but you receive $30 off. I also received $30 for promoting it. So you just call the number and you tell them Sarah at Work Life Glue sent you, and you will receive $30 off your first purchase to try it out. I highly encourage you to try it out if you like it. It's a very generous offer, and I have been loving Funshine Express for the past 3 years. So I'm just gonna take you guys along kind of vlog style as I plan for the new school year. So guys, I am sitting by this beautiful thing that I just picked up yesterday and put the labels on. I am going to be utilizing this year for my curriculum. This is a scrapbook case. I got the idea from some homeschool channels and things like that for organizing things. I like this because it's an actual bin that I can pull out to the table and it opens up. And I like it because if I put it on the floor, little kids can't get into it. I don't know if I'll be keeping it on the floor, but I may wheel it in, you know, from the laundry room or something. We'll see how I actually use it. Or I can also just take this out and bring it to the table, and it will have all our items in it. So I can put all the resources, craft supplies, everything for the whole week at the end of the previous week. So I have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then a resources one. I'll probably keep the kids' workbooks and stuff. But I got these labels on Teachers Pay Teachers, and what I did is I could have laminated them and like double-sided tape them to the front, but with little kids, I knew they would come off, so I just taped them. You can kind of see it here on the inside, so they can't take them off, which I really like. So I'm just so excited. I got this for, it was originally $70 at Hobby Lobby. I had a 40% off coupon, so it was $45. They do sell it on Amazon for about $40, I want to say. But I decided for sure to buy it on Friday, which was yesterday, and I wanted to film this video today and get this done. And when I have an idea in my head, I want to do it fast. So I spent about the same amount of money, but it was at Hobby Lobby. So I'm super excited about that, and I'll show you guys what I'm putting in here. So it's one of my quote-unquote hustle days. I recently did a video, basically 1 or 2 Saturdays a week. My oldest daughter goes to my parents' house for a Friday night through Saturday till I go pick her up tonight. But Bryony is napping. It's her longer nap. It's just after 12 right now, and I'm gonna dig in because I also have another big project I want to work on today. But here's all the stuff. I've got the curriculum guide, I've got my teacher planner, I have a whole video on how I utilize this. But let's jump right in. I'm gonna kind of sort this stuff and see what I want to do. So I've got my Monday bin out here and my resources bin. I just put our names on all of our journals so that, and I'll just keep those in here so I know where they are when we need to grab them. I have our newsletters here that I will hand out the very first day, and actually I need the Tuesday box out now that I think about it because we are starting the day after Labor Day here in the United States, so it will be a Tuesday. And then I have some highlighters, some post-it notes, and this to-do list for before we actually start the curriculum, like hang up all the wall posters, like for our shapes and things like that. I have to hang up on the walls. So what I'm going to do now is go through the curriculum guide for the first couple weeks, and I think what I'm going to do, so for example for the first day I'm not going to do every single thing in here. I just don't have the time because I have babies and other ages and we want to have free play and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go through and like highlight and make notes on the things I actually want to do with the kids. And then if there's any resources that we're going to use, I will pull those out and put them in here. Okay, so for example, I just went through for the first day and highlighted all the things we plan to do. This day it will be a little heavier on that kind of stuff because it's the very first day. So we're going over calendar, we're going over a number, color, shape. We have these movement cards, so we'll do that outside during our outside playtime. So I'll bring that outside, but we will sing this song. We're gonna skip the story time. I will probably read to them at some point, but I don't need to do like a dedicated thing in here. We usually do discuss things, and obviously this is gonna be fluid and flexible depending on how well the kids are listening and things like that. We'll go over what the word wall is, the calendar, and then if we have time, we will do the circle craft. And so I just corralled everything in here. In the Tuesday, I got the craft materials out, so I have them all ready to go, and then I'll just pull like the glue and scissors and stuff out of my cabinet. I have our newsletter, I have the September, we'll talk about how that's the name of the month, and then I have since it'll be a new month, I have the little calendar pieces to put on the calendar, and then I put all the other calendar pieces in the other days. And so we have that. And then I went through and cut out all the weather pieces and I just put them in my resources container, so when we're doing that I can just pull them out and we can say what kind of weather it is and put it on the weather chart. And then I have the seasons in here as well, and the rest of the month's calendar pieces. Okay, so I've sorted everything into those, and I'll go over that in a second, but I want to show you guys how I'm using my planner. Before I would write our activities, like I would go through this and like, okay, we're gonna do this shape and whatever, and I didn't really reference it a lot, so I really like this system that I'm just highlighting what I want to do and then having all the materials I need for that day in the bins. I just think this is going to work so well for me, because before I would like clutter everything on my desk downstairs, which isn't really a desk, just a little cabinet thing, bookshelf, and it would just become chaotic. So it's just nice to have it all ready to go. So what I have here in my planner, and I will link this planner below if you are interested, or one similar if it's not being sold anymore, but it's just a really simple planner. I have the week at a glance, just so I kind of know, and I also have like a printed calendar that I have up on my board downstairs, but I plan out these days in advance, so it's just nice to have in here. Closed here, and then I have special, attendance, activities, breakfast, lunch, snack, and then notes, and that's for each column. I put these little sticky notes because I do have kids who get bused to preschool 3 days a week, or 4 days a week. Monday we're closed, so I have that on the next week already. But instead of having to write it every day, and eventually I'll just remember, but for right now it's just nice to have, I just put on a sticky note so I can easily transfer it to the next week. So that way I know who's taking the bus and who will be gone for the morning. And then I have any special things going on, like it's our first day of preschool at daycare. Remind parents to wear shape clothes because Friday is wear shape day. We have music class. I need to make sure to pay her. And then for attendance, I will list like any kids who are gone. And if there's any like changes to timing and stuff, I just don't know at this point. So that will be there. And then activities, I used to write like the activities we were going to do, but now I'm just going to make notes of any special things, like if, you know, we want to do Play-Doh or something like that, or sensory bins, that kind of stuff. I probably won't start doing those again until we get more in the swing of things, or we may do those in the afternoon, and so I'll use that here. I try to be flexible, especially at the start of a new year, because I don't know how well the kids are going to do with as much as I want to do. We may not get through this much, but we will see. But I put to hand out the newsletters. And then over here for breakfast, lunch, and snack, what I do is just list the kids' names along here, or their initials. And if they're siblings, I just group them together. And then I will put a little X by them if they are here for breakfast, lunch, snack. And then I just write the number, like let's say there's 6 kids here for each, or whatever. And then at the end of the week, I write down here how many there were so that I can use that come tax time. And then I have just two columns for notes, like if a kid got hurt or I don't know, just little notes that I might want to look back on in the future for liability purposes, licensing purposes, or just my own record. So that's how I'm using that. So now the plan with these is to set them up probably Friday mornings when the kids are arriving. I could set it up for the next week. It doesn't take a lot of brain power. All I have to do is go through here, kind of look at it. It honestly took me about 10 minutes just to do this, just to kind of skim these things. The nice thing about this is it's already done for me, so I don't have to sit here and like read every single thing and corral a bunch of stuff. It's all here. And so all I have to do the day of is kind of actually read it and see what I need to do with the kids, but and pull out the little bin, but I don't have to do a lot of thinking. That's the whole reason why I like this curriculum. It just takes so much time off my hands and puts it into actually working with the kids. So I think Fridays in the morning I will just corral everything for the next week, put them in these bins, and if that doesn't work, I'll have to do it some other time. But I could even do it on a weeknight or something after the kids go home, or during nap. It shouldn't be that hard, or while they're playing, who knows. But I'll have it all set up for the whole week, and then all of our resources are down here. So I'll sit here and show you guys. So Monday, this is set up for the next week since we're closed on Labor Day, but I filled it for the next week. So the very first day, we are singing a song about circles. When we're playing outside, we'll do this sticky tag, and I can take this right outside with me to remind me, which is really cool. We'll be doing a circle craft where they glue these things on and then they'll cut it, kind of make like a little puzzle. We'll talk about symmetry, and they're learning shapes and colors. We will do our calendar, we'll put that on, and our numbers, and I will hand out the newsletter, and then there's also some other talking points and things we will do, which is in the curriculum book. I'm not going to go over everything because obviously I don't want to give away everything we're doing because, you know, I paid for this and everything, but I'm just kind of giving you guys a sense of what it looks like and that kind of thing. Wednesday, we will be talking about kindness. I like to do these character cards I have as well, so I can also supplement that. But I'm going to try to just stick to what they have for the first couple weeks and see how I like it. And I can always supplement later. We will be reading our book that came for the month, If You're Happy and You Know It. We will be talking about circles, the color, and the Spanish word for circle. Putting our calendar piece up. We will be doing hopscotch outside if it's nice. And we will be doing a like a poem, a action poem about grandma's glasses, which is cool. One of this half of the month we're talking about grandparents and things because there's Grandparents' Day, so that's cool. And then we will be making our grandparents cards. There's enough for the kids to make 2 to bring home, and then there's like string and these heart smiley faces, so that'll be a lot of fun for them. Thursday we will be talking about transportation. We will be doing these bus crafts where they will this will be the road, this is the bus, these are the faces that go on the bus, and these are the bus's wheels, which is cool. We'll be talking about school, so we'll also be talking about what items you bring to school, which is very fun. And then we will be singing the wheels on the bus, and we will be doing this whistleblower game outside. We'll be putting up our calendar piece, and then we'll be talking about the number 1. And then on Friday, we will be talking about the color red, putting this up on our chart that I will have up by that point, putting our calendar piece on. We will be singing a song, All My Friends. This is talking about friends this day, which is a good thing to talk about, especially at the start of a school year. That's what I love. They're really working on the character traits as well. And then buddy games, which is fun. Different things you can do as a group. And then the craft is this, it's probably hard to see on camera, but it's a cutout of 2 people, and then you glue the heart on between them. And then there's eyes for them and buttons, which is cute. And that's something, right now I have a whole bunch of girls, and we talk about being kind and good friends all the time, because if you guys have a lot of girls, you know how much bickering there can be and sassy attitude. So, and then as I said in the resources, I will just be keeping things that I might need like on a daily basis. So we have all our weather pieces that we'll do when we're doing calendar, all the extra calendar pieces, so when I go to fill these up I have the piece I need, the season cards, and then our workbooks, which go along with these as well. So like on the day we learn about the number 1, we will likely do this page, but it's flexible. We can always just bring these out later, but they're all right here. And then I have this box with all kinds of cards, sequence cards, those movement and song cards and number cards are in here. And then these I still have to put up. I will be doing that pretty soon, but I'm filming this like a couple weeks before the curriculum actually starts, so I don't want to get them all excited and do it yet, and I just don't have time right now. And then I have a whole bunch of resources for the month that we haven't gotten to yet. And then I have a whole bunch just for the whole year, so the other colors and shapes and numbers and letters that we haven't gotten to yet. I haven't decided how I'm going to organize this stuff for the long term. I could do a whole video on that once I get it figured out. And let me know if you guys have a system, because this is all, I'm doing it all fresh this year. I used to just like have this box and pull stuff from it, and I want to get away from that. And then I have all the rest of the crafts to pull from when I'm putting together the boxes. So these are the crafts for the rest of the month. One other thing I will be adding closer to the start are these library books. The Funshine Express has a list of recommended books to read along with everything, so I actually ordered them too early, and I'm gonna have to renew them closer to the time. So I think I will just keep these in this bag, but then once we get close to, like, I might read this book on the day we are talking about grandparents and making the crafts, so I'll put that in the bin as well, so I know what we're reading for story time. Otherwise, we'll just kind of read whatever I have laying around and feel like, but oh, this could be on the buddy day, so this is great. These will correlate really, really well, so that what we're talking about goes along with some of the books. I won't do all the books totally related to the theme, because I think that'd be kind of overboard for the kids, but here and there it'd be nice to incorporate these so that they're like, wow, we were just talking about grandparents, or wow, we were just talking about friends, and just really hit it home for them. I'm just, oh, my heart is just on fire for everything this year. I'm so excited. I would love to know in the comments, are you doing Funshine Express curriculum? Let me know. Let me know how you're setting it up if you are, and if not, what kind of curriculum do you guys use? Do you use Mother Goose Time? Do you use Gee Whiz? Is there another curriculum that you use? There's Carol's Affordable Curriculum off the top of my head, just thinking of other ones. Let me know, and is it something you've done for a long time? Are you brand new at it? And if you have any tips for organizing all this stuff, please let me know. Every year and every month I feel like I'm always organizing something in a new way and getting inspired, so please let us know in the comments. Like I say, I am not an expert childcare provider. I just like to start the conversation, especially since there aren't a lot of other childcare providers here on YouTube. So let us know, keep the conversation going. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up so I know to make more. And if you have any other suggestions for things you want to see as far as like preschool curriculum go, let me know in the comments so I can film more videos that you guys would actually like to watch. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful start to your school year, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.